Hello and welcome back to Fantastic Fiber. Today I will be showing you how to make this beautiful shawl. I did not finish it yet, but it is mostly done. But I did want to show you what it looks like so far, and I am going to show you how it is done. It is a 2-row repeat. It is very easy to do. Now you can do this in whatever weight yarn that you want. Me personally, I prefer a lightweight yarn for this. So this yarn that I used for this here is the butterfly yarn. Sorry, it's ripped up, from Hobby. Now I am using 2 of these. The color of this one is color number 8, and in these you get 500 meters or 547 yards. Now I do end up using both of these. I've made one before, and you do use both shawls to get something about 3 feet long and about 4.5 feet wide. So that is a beautiful rectangular wrap that I am going to show you how to make now. And for the tutorial, we are going to be using Yarn Art Flowers Moonlight, and this color is an absolute favorite of mine. I've been waiting for a good project to use it on. The color number is 3283, and you get 53% cotton, 43% pack, I guess that's acrylic, and then 4% metallic. There is 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards, 0.6, 260 grams, and I will be using one of these for today because I am only showing you a prototype. A swatch. There, that's the word I'm looking for. So for this weight, this is a 1 weight. Okay, like I said, you can use any weight you want. If you use a thicker yarn, the spacing will be smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back up here. So these small little eyelets, they will be smaller if you use a thicker hole or a thicker yarn. The holes will be smaller, the spacing will be smaller, and the part here would be much thicker. So let's get started, and I will show you how to do this. Let me take that off of there. So we are going to start by putting a slip knot. I'm going to be using a 4 millimeter. Let me see, can you see that? There we go. I'm going to be using a 4. So we're going to go ahead and make your slip knot. So I do this. Well, do this. I'll tell you what I do. I take my hook and I lay the end around the right side, and then I flip it over the top of the string and flip it up through the center, and then I bring it back to the front again. That end, not the string that you're using to crochet with. Then I pull it tight, grab hold of that knot, yarn over, pull through once, and tighten it. That's how I make my slip knot. Okay, so the way that this works is a multiple of 4 stitches plus 1 at the end. So I'm going to make a couple of sets of this, and you make it as long as you would like to. It does stay true to length, so however long that you make it, it does not shrink backwards any. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and chain 4, 3, 4, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for those of you who are new to crocheting, when I say that the count is 4 plus 1, this is what we're doing. We're counting to 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, for as long as you would like to make your chain. Okay, so if you want it nice and wide to go wrapped around your shoulders, measure yourself and see how long that is, and then make a chain that long. So if it's going to be 36 inches, you're going to want to chain 36 inches and in multiples of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So this is where I'm going to leave mine. It's about maybe 5 inches long, and you'll get to see just how quick this works up. It is only a 2-row repeat. So we're going to chain 1 because it is 4 plus 1. So there's your plus 1 at the end. Okay, so beginning row 1, now that we've got our chain the length that we want it, we are going to, sorry, no, we're not going to yarn over. We're going to skip the first single or the first chain, and we're going to go into that second chain. Let's turn it this way so that maybe you can see it better. And we're going to single crochet into that second chain. Okay, now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go back to our chain, and we're going to skip 2, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 2. So we skip those 2, and we go into that third one from the last single crochet and create a single crochet, then directly into the next stitch or the next chain we do another single crochet like that. So now we're going to chain 5 again. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we are going to do the exact same thing. We're going to skip 2, so skip, skip, and in that third one we are going to single crochet, and in the one right after that we are going to also single crochet. Okay, now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do this all the way to the end, guys. I'll come to my end before you do, but you're going to do the same exact thing all the way to the end. Skip 2, 1, 2, and into that next one, single crochet. Oops, I split the yarn, guys. I split the yarn. If you do that and you don't want the wonkiness of it, if you kind of yank on it a little bit this way, it takes some of it out. It doesn't make it perfect, but you see it takes some of the split away. And then I like to just kind of go in there carefully after splitting it the first time to try and get it to not split the second time. And I see where it's trying to split still. Okay. See, this is the raw deal here, guys. All my mess ups. Okay, so single crochet in that stitch and in the next stitch, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go ahead and skip 2 again. 1, 2, and single crochet into that third one here. Like that. And then the next one as well, another single crochet. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I'm nearing the end, you'll want to pause the video until you get to the end so that you can push play for row 2. Okay, so now we're at the end of row 1. We're going to single crochet in that very last stitch while skipping those 2 in between right there. So now we're going to chain 1, turn your work, okay, and I have, oops, a tail in the way. That's what I have. I have a total of 5 sets of 5 chains. So you're going to want to keep count of how many chains you have so that you don't lose one in the process. As long as you do this right, you should have no problems because it's literally right on top of each other. So, starting where we are, we're going to go ahead and we are going to chain 1, which we already did. We turned our work. We're going to skip this very first single crochet, okay? And we're going to go into this chain 5 space here. I'm sorry, let me move this closer to the center. I sat my hands down and forgot all about them. I know that happens to you guys too. So we're going to single crochet 4 times. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and bunch them a little bit to one side and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead into that same chain 5 space and put 4 more single crochet, and we're going to keep them close together. So there's 2, there's 3, and that's 4. Okay, so that's what it is going to look like. Oops. If it's all nice and wonky like mine, then you're doing just fine. That's what it's going to look like all the way across. So in the next one, we're going to skip these 2 single crochet, 2 single crochets from the first row, and we're going to put 4 single crochet in the 5 chain space, or chain 5 space. So that's 3, bunch them together. That's 4, chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back into the same chain 5 space, and you're going to put 4 more single crochet in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Next one, we're going to skip these 2 single crochets from the previous row directly into the next chain 5 space, and you guessed it, it's the same way all the way across. Single crochet 4 times into this chain 5 space, okay, then chain 5, and what you're doing is you're creating the chain 5 space for the next row. So single crochet 4 times in the same space, 3, 4. Okay, now I got 2 more to do with you. If you're confident in doing it by yourself, go ahead and pause me and I'll meet you at the end. If you're not, then we've got these 2 left that I'm going to do with you, and you can go ahead and pause me and we'll go ahead and go to the next round together. So finish this round together and go to the next round. We'll do it all together. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets in the next chain 5 space, then chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and then chain single crochet 4 more times in the next chain 5 space, or in the same, in the same chain 5 space. Don't move on to the next one, do this one first. Now in the very last one, we're going to go ahead and skip those 2 single crochets there, and we're going to go ahead and put 4 single crochet, 3, 4, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to go ahead right back into the same one, 1, 2, 3, 4 more single crochet. Now, when I read my instructions on how to do this, it wanted me to leave it like this and then slip stitch up to this one, but I don't like doing that. Or not slip stitch, I'm sorry, it wanted me to chain to get up there. So this is what I did, because it's not anchored, and I like to anchor. I like to put 1 single crochet, or slip stitch, I'm sorry, 1 slip stitch into that last single crochet there, right? Chain 1, not chain 1, I'm sorry. Just the slip stitch in and turn your work. But don't turn it around. Turn it up and down like this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take our hook, and I'm going to bring it nice and close. We're going to slip stitch straight up this edging here. So You're going to skip this part right here and go right into this next one, and you're going to go underneath the top post like that, yarn over, and come through all 3 loops that are on there. So the 2 pieces of top post, it's a little tough to get the first one through, and then also the chain that was on your hook. So all those loops are off. We're going to do it again and slip stitch into the top post of the next one, yarn over, pull off all loops, and again into the next one. So this is the last stitch on the out of the 4. So I'm going to kind of like wiggle it around and try and let you see real clear. Maybe if I stretch it out. You still have to get in underneath there in that last top post, and then yarn over and pull all loops off, and then chain 1. Okay, then turn your work. Now we're going to do the exact same thing every row now. So the first row was all your chains and your single crochets. Second row is single crochet, chain 5, 4 single crochets, 5 chains, 4 single crochets, 4 single crochets, 5 chains, 4 single crochets, like that all the way across. So we're going to do that again. Ready? Open up your chain 5 space, okay? And this is where it starts to look really pretty. Okay. Now you got your little chain 1 there. You're going to go directly into your chain 5 space and put 4 single crochet into that chain 5 space, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, slide your work, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go back down into that chain 5 space and put 4 more single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that's sitting directly on top of the other one from the previous row. Okay? Looks a little weird first, but it gets better as we go. So now we're going to skip all this stuff here and go directly into the next chain 5 space. So yarn over and make a single crochet. Do it again and again until you have 4. That's 3. There's 4. Pull some yarn here. And now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go right back in to the same chain 5 space and put 4 more single crochet. That's 3, and there's 4. Okay? Next chain 5 space. Open it up and put 4 single crochets directly into that and skip everything else. Here's 3 and 4. Okay? And give that a little tug up and down, and it closes things up so that they aren't so wide. Your base row is going to be wide, but the rest of it will be this big. Okay, so now we're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 single crochet into the same chain 5 space. 3, 4. Skip everything. Go into your next chain 5 space and create 4 single crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3. Slide them. Put the 4th. Make sure that we're all nice and compact there, and chain 5. 5. And now we're going to chain, or we're going to put 4 single crochet. 1, 2. Slide them over. 3, 4. Skip all this, and in our last one, so if you have further to go, go ahead and pause me and get to the end of yours, to the last one, and we'll do that together. Okay, you ready? Last one. Skip all this. Next chain 5 space, 4 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide that down, chain 5, 4, 5, 4 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to make a slip stitch into the top post of the prior row's final single crochet, if I can get it there. It's a little snug. All right, there we go. That slipped right in. I loosened it for me. Okay, slip stitch into that, right? Turn it straight up and down, and then we're going to slip stitch. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, we're going to slip stitch into each top post like this. So into the top post, of each single crochet from the row we just completed. Okay, and don't forget that final one right there on the end next to the chain, because that one is important. It'll keep it looking uniform. So don't forget it. Chain 1, turn your work. Now we're going to go ahead and zoom back out. That is the end of row 2, and as you can see, that was the same thing that we did in row 1. Now we're going to go ahead and go to row 3, and this will be the last row that I complete with you, because it is the exact same every row. So if you still need me to walk along with you, feel free to rewind and continue on. I don't mind at all. I'll keep going with you. So we yarned over, I'm sorry, we don't yarn over, we chained 1. Now we turned our work, and we're going to put 4 single crochet into that chain 5 space. So that's 3, 4, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the same chain 5 space, 4 more single crochet. 3, 4. Okay, you see what's happening here, right? Pretty? Very pretty, right? Okay, next chain 5 space, you're going to put 4 single crochet to, yep, that was 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that was 4. Haha. Oops. Back up. And then 5 chains. 4 more single crochet into the same chain 5 space. Come on now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Skip all this. 4 single crochet. And you see, as it's getting bigger, it's getting much easier to work with. It's just wonky in the beginning because it's so lacy. So you kind of have to like fight with it wrapping around itself. Oh, I'm sorry, chain 5. And then come back into the same chain 5 space. And make 4 more single crochet. Skip all this. Next chain 5 space. Chain 4. Now I want you to give me the instructions. How do you do it? Not chain 4, single crochet 4. And then what? What's next? That's right, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you got it. 4 more single crochet into the same chain 5 space. So, let me get that out of there. Put that off to the side. No need to have my yarn vomit in the screen. Let me take that off and put that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip everything, and in my final one, we're going to go ahead and we are going to put 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to put 4 more single crochet, if I can get that glitter string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you tug on them just a little bit, gently, give them a little tug, you'll see that it kind of like shrinks in, gets a little wavy up and down like that. Like this goes up and down just a little bit. And then to finish this, there are 2 ways. The way that me personally, I finished mine. I slip stitch into the very first top post of the previous row, and I tie it off there. Or what you can do is you can slip stitch back up, and I'll do this whole part with you. So slip stitch just like you're getting ready to do the next row. Don't forget that final one. Okay? And then you can go ahead and single crochet, chain 1, single crochet across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. And make your chain space a little smaller, and then put 4 more single crochet. 2, 3, 4, so that it's just a peak at the end. So you skip all this like usual and put 4 single crochet in the chain 5 space. Sorry about that. That's 3, 4, and then chain 3, 2, 3, and then back in that chain 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4 more single crochet. Skip all this. 4 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, chain 3. That was the sound of my ring scraping the ceiling because I had to get more yarn. All right, 4 single crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3. That glitter gets caught on everything. The glitter strip in this. Can you see the glitter? Let me know in the comments if you can see the glitter that's in this yarn. It's green sparkles. 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's 4. Skip all this. Single crochet 4 times in the next chain 5 space. It's 2, 3, 4. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 single crochet. 1. Oops. Try not to drop my stitch, but sometimes, you know, things happen. 3 chains, 4 single crochet. Skip all this. Last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 3. 2, 3. 4 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then slip stitch into the top post of that final this is the end, so you're going to go ahead and tie that off. You would cut it here and weave your ends in, or just tighten it down really tight and snip it tight to enclose, however you would normally take care of your ends. That's how you would do it. And then if you like these to be more narrow, give them a little tug and they narrow right on out. And that, my friends, is how you make this beautiful shawl. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made the shawl, please email me a picture of your finished object so that I can see what you did and what colors you chose, what weight of yarn you used. It's very interesting. And then also, if you do email me, let me know whether or not I can post it on my community tab, because I would love to show off your work as well. So you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.